is up, everyone? Today we have a very special video. We are covering the Worldbox update. That is right, after 2 years, the new update has finally dropped, and oh boy is there a lot of stuff in it. In today's video, we are going to be covering hopefully every new thing that they've added, because there's a lot. I might have to leave a few small things out that I don't feel are worth mentioning because I don't want this video to get too long. Yeah, let's get right into it. First off, they've got this little thing of pixel art describing different aspects of the game on the opening screen. They've also revamped the UI. As you can see, they got these little glyphs in the corners of everything, and you can see just flowing around some of the new stuff. Now, what I want to show you guys first is, have you ever downloaded Worldbox because it was a sandbox game, but then you have to unlock everything, and you're like, why do I have to unlock stuff? This is supposed to be a sandbox game. Boy, do I have good news for you. No mods needed. No really anything needed whatsoever. You can unlock everything instantly by spawning on. This might take a bit. 500 elves. You want to keep an eye on that. You want to keep an eye on that world population counter right there, and just spawn in 500 elves. And you want to take your little magnet and drop them into the lava. Pause the game. And you'll see this little notification at the top, a dark enlightenment drowns the world. You want to go to world laws now, and then to the forbidden knowledge tab, click the eyeball, and it will unlock literally everything. But you have to do this on each world you make, so that's the one downside. So if I were to make a new world, I would have to do it again. With that out of the way, we can now get into all the new content. And oh boy, am I excited for this. First off, on the mountains, there's a new block that is higher than mountains called Summit. So you have Summit here, right next to it you've got mountains. Summit is a bit spiky. Next up, we have walls. This is a new map tile. As far as I can tell, only the player is able to place it right now. This update is still in beta, so by the time it properly drops, civilizations might be able to place these. But at the moment, only you're able to place them. So you've got stone walls, ancient walls, which are kind of like the monolith, hedge walls. You've also got light walls, those look cool. Evil walls, wooden walls, which are kind of like palisades, and you've got iron walls. So first off, you can see this guy has a flag, and that's because the leaders need to manually claim land now. You'll also sometimes see speech bubbles above their heads. They'll be talking to each other. So what these new powers do, you can drop the paint on the city and it will expand its borders so you can make them kind of cover the entire map. And then you can use the scissors power to remove zones, so you can then slice it in half. Oh, if I was to name one juiciest aspect of the update, is the stuff we are about to see here. First off, unity. You are able to force kingdoms to ally. You were not able to do this before, and there were a million mods that added this, but now you can actually do it. Over here, you've got clans. These have been improved massively. They now serve a much larger role in the game. They've added a bunch of new clan traits so they can have little special things about them. Some of them are rarer than others. Oh, another thing, in menus with kingdoms and stuff, they have an interesting units menu, so you can kind of see, I mean, this clan's just got one guy, so it's just all him. You've also got population pyramids. You've also got graphs. You can open this, you can take two kingdoms, compare their population over time, and stuff like that. You can compare their total deaths, you can compare their territory, you can compare a lot of stuff between kingdoms. Another big thing in this update is the monolith now actually does something. Basically, you can put down a monolith and you can drop a creature, let's go with a capybara, and you put the creatures near the monolith and you wait for a little bit, The monolith will give off this pulse of energy, and it will mutate their subspecies. Now, this is another feature that's been added. Each creature that spawns in has their own subspecies. I'll get more into this in a second, but the monolith will give them uplifted and make them able to make civilizations. For some reason, it doesn't always make them humanoid, even though it's supposed to. And I think that's some kind of a bug. They have added a bunch of races to the game. Basically, most things are able to make civilizations now. You have flower people, lemon people, gingerbread people, crystal people, garlic people, acid blob people. Bandits can make kingdoms, snowmen, white mages, druids, evil mages, necromancers, plague doctors, they can all make kingdoms. Cold ones, demons, angles, aliens. Angles are new, by the way. And they've also got this tower that spawns them. It's basically just like a flame tower or ice tower, but it spawns these guys. These are a bunch of the new races. Basically, they've got this whole section. Most animals in the game have like now a humanoid form that's able to make kingdoms, and they all every one of these new races has custom building sets, by the way, and like unique things about them. So this is really cool. Bees are able to make kingdoms, last I checked. And so is Greg. Greg is able to make a kingdom. Let's make a little Greg kingdom down here. Greg, you are about to become enlightened. This is a perfect time to get into subspecies, actually. When a creature spawns in, they will be assigned a subspecies. If you want to spawn in two creatures and have them be the same subspecies, if you spawn it close enough to them, you'll see this DNA strand linking them. And that means the one I spawn will automatically be in the same subspecies as them, which is really useful. And subspecies, they have their own traits that you can give them, and just so much stuff. You can change their skin colors. It doesn't work on Greg. Basically, you can like give them population limits, alter their minds, their bodies. You can change what they eat. You can like give them a way that they're reborn. You can like make them produce resources, you know, make them produce gold. You can make them thieves. You can make them explode violently when they die. You can give them magic powers. You can make them sleep a lot. You can change when they sleep. You can change whether they lay eggs or just grow the child inside them. You can change, like, do they need a man and a woman? Do they just split off by mitosis? Or do they, like, kidnap other children from other species and convert them to their kind? And how long does it take for them to produce a child? You can also change their egg types and give them weird mutations. Like, you can make them into fractals. You got, like, 52 different skin color types that you can give them. You can make them adapted to certain things. There's so much. You can change what kind of traits they're born with. There's an entire new genetics mechanic, which is really complicated. You can try to like match up the colors of stuff to achieve synergy. I barely understand what's going on here, so I'm not going to get into it. Anyways, Greg Kingdom, go do your thing. Religions. They have added religions to the game. There aren't any in this world, but I can actually create one. I need you to make a religion. Oh, also, you can force units to create plots, and there are a bunch of new ones. Let's have this guy create a religion. And now they have one. Religions also have traits. You can, like, give them different magic powers and different spells. Currently, it serves as a bit more of a magic system rather than a religion. I don't know how I feel about that. I hope that they, maybe change that, because this is just magic stuff. Complaints aside, cultures have been absolutely revamped. Now, they did remove the tech progression, which is a bit I don't know why they did that. They do have tech progression, but you can't see the tech progression anymore. I don't know why they would do that, honestly. Cultures now have traits that determine basically everything about them. Do they build roads? Like, how dense is their housing? What pattern do they build their houses in? What kind of traits does their kingdoms have? Are they expansionists? Do they have male or female soldiers? Do they build a lot of statues? Do they build a lot of guard towers? Who gets to be in charge, right? Knowledge, warfare, weapons, happiness, worldview. You can make them xenophobes. A few miscellaneous things here. And then this is basically just Scar of Divinity, but for cultures. And then you've also got languages, pretty much the same thing. You can customize them and do all sorts of fun stuff. It's pretty cool. And, you know, new cultures and languages and religions can be created through plots. Unlike before, where the original cultures in the world would just be there forever. There are also families. Every type of unit has families, basically. If they have certain subspecies traits, I think they have to be like a certain level of intelligence in order to have families, but most species have them. And of course you have religions map view, culture map view. The new culture map is like based on the actual members of the culture. Same with languages and families. And of course the different subspecies, and every creature belongs to one for the most part. You've got a bunch of toggles over here to view stuff. So you can view the destination of a creature. You can see, you hover over them where they're going. You can hover over them and see their house. He doesn't have one. Hover over them and see their parents, who they're attacking, their kids, their family members, and who their partner is. You can have animations for when people are trading with money. And animations for when people swap cultures or religions or languages. You can highlight favorites. By the way, you can favorite kingdoms, alliances, clans, religions, all that. You can also favorite items. And there is now an equipment editor. You have to unlock the equipment, by the way, which is a bit annoying. So you can give them a sword, and then you can click on the sword to customize it, and then just name it something cool like that. So yeah, now if I go to my favorite items, I can see the Skibidi Sword, which is the best item on the map. You can also make them unbreakable or curse them, which is basically Curse of Binding. Speaking of editing units, they actually have new traits. There are a few like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, that one, that one, this one, and that one, this one, this one, this one, this one. All these ones that are like square shaped are new. You can also directly control a unit. As you can see, I'm controlling this child. Kill the fly! Kill him! Let's go. You can also go into their mind and view like all the different neurons that influence the things they do, like moving and storing stuff and walking, and you can disable all of them. You can also view the genealogy of a creature, but it only shows relatives that are alive, and this guy's whole family is dead. Very dead. And you can see why they're happy. They also have a mana system and stamina. They've added a few new creatures as well. They've added raccoons, armadillos, capybaras, alpacas, goats, ostriches, scorpions, seals. I think they add the bitbuzz, s'mores, the girls, and the acid blobs. These two might have been here before. I almost forgot about the biomes. Wow. Okay, let's quickly throw down a few islands. Okay, we got one for each. Okay, we got birch, we got garlic, rocklands, celestial, maple, flower biome, we've got singularity biome, and finally the lucky biome, aka the shamrock biome, aka the clover biome, aka whatever the heck you want to call it, I don't care. Okay, birch biome. Unlike the Minecraft one, this one actually looks nice. I really like the aesthetic of that. Garlic biome. Basically just a place with a bunch of garlic. These weird garlic creatures that spawn in there. You've got rocklands, which are basically just a bunch of Easter Island statues. You've got Celestial, which is really cool with giant trees. You've got the Paradox biome, which is inspired by the Salvador Dali painting, The Persistence of Memory. I'll put it on screen later when I'm editing this. You've got the Canada biome. You've got a flower biome, this biome, which glitches and like teleports people around and stuff. And this one, which does this, I think it might give creatures like luck. Yeah, it does. Okay, so basically you have a life cloud. It drops these things that kind of like grow trees and stuff and like spawn creatures, I guess. You've got the thunder cloud, which will do thunder. duh. You've got the hell cloud. This is a fire cloud. If we look over here, we've actually got a new power. Basically, you can flick people. Finger flick. So funny. I'm so funny for that. Anyways, don't worry, they're fine. There are a few new like structures. There's the golden brain, there's the ethereal harp, the alien mold, and the evil computer. I guess they have to like obey. Oh yeah, you can also like drag select stuff, and then you can like right click and move them around like in RTS. Lava cloud is messing stuff up, man. My bad. Got the clone rain that can sort of clone creatures. Wow. You've also got dispel, which gets rid of any active magic effects, but there aren't really any going on there. There's smooth jazz, which creates children, I guess. And then you've got the sleep power, which can put units to sleep because they're able to sleep now. How cool is that? Black dust, which makes them forget everything. This one makes them forget their family, the red dust. Blue one makes them forget their culture. This one, the white dust, makes them forget their language. This one makes them forget their kingdom, the gold dust. The purple dust makes them forget their religion. They never had most of that, so it doesn't have any effect. You've also got loot rain. Basically, you're able to rain loot down. So I just dropped adamantine swords there. You've also got corrosive rain, which will delete any of the selected equipment that lands on. Hold on. Are you able to do the same for traits? Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad they add this. So you can like select, like, let's say you accidentally create a really fertile unit with bomb death and it had a bunch of kids, and now there are units everywhere with bomb death and you don't want everyone to die and just blow stuff up. You can actually hit death bomb, you can select death bomb, void rain, and it will delete that trait from anyone it lands on. It used to go up to 5, but if you had the debug menu open, you could go up to sonic speed, which was times 20. Now with the debug menu open, the new sonic speed, which is times 40 speed. Look at that. You don't have any new world ages, but you do have a way to sort of change what order they're in. And you can even put like random ages. So if I switch between these will just be random ages. You have to click on them, right? And then you click that and it switches it. And then you can randomize them as well. World laws. You've got a bunch of new world laws. You've got Gaia's Covenant. You've got terramorphing, high flora density, roots without borders. You've got fast trees growth, entanglewood, bark bites back, exploding mushrooms, which you gain achievement if you leave that one on for 100 years. Forever cold, which I think is new. You've got clouds of life, and then an option to toggle the monolith's new powers. And then you've also got a way to change the name of the god you're playing as, and you can like sort of select your personality. I'm very chaotic. Don't believe me? Believe me now? I'd say that's a bit more malevolent, actually. How are the crabs still alive? They also have new effects, like at the edge of the water. You can see right there. They actually added a couple new ones. I think they add the ice and flame hammers, but I think that's about it. They've also added some new stuff, like in relation to villages. So let's quickly give the demons here a little village to build. Give them some trees and stuff. So yeah, you've got the demon king over here, who looks freaking sick, dude. So if you go to a village, their resources are now in a separate tab, and they can also store books. Okay, those are actually interesting building types. Okay, they're all dead. That's the thing about this update. The civilizations die out, like, instantly if you look away. Angle tower jump scare. I miss the unicorns. I counted these. I think there are 44 new civilization types, like, in terms of races. Okay, guys, to the best of my memory, that's everything in the update that at least I could think of. If there's anything I missed or that you think I should have mentioned and I didn't, leave it down in the comments. And maybe I'll do like a part 2 or extras video mentioning the things that I forgot. Anyways, peace.